Welcome, Queen. There's always going to be a difference of opinion when it comes to what you should or shouldn't do in dating, in the dating process. But here's what I want you to know about a 90-day trial period. Most men at this point in 2024, they know about Steve Harvey. They know Steve Harvey wrote a book called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. They know Steve Harvey made a movie called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. So, what I'm telling you here is if all you're going to do is have a 90-day trial period, this man could show up with the intentions of playing you. Because even if he never says it, in the back of his mind, he could be thinking, you know, I got 90 days. I know she gonna try me for 90 days. So for the next 90 days, I'm gonna show up and show out. For the next 90 days, I'm gonna have her thinking that I'm the one. For the next 90 days, I'm gonna be committed to consistently do everything I believe she likes for the next 90 days. And then he could flip the script on you. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a 90-day trial period, but I'm telling you that a 90-day trial period by itself is insufficient to determine if this guy is the best fit for you. Because as I've shared with you before, I share with you again. Dating is a process. In the process of dating, you are gathering information, as much factual information as you can about this guy so that you can make an informed and wise decision about him. Is he a best fit for you? Do you all have value alignment? Are you interested in the same or similar things? Because a lot of times relational conflict happens in relationships because people have not did the foundational digging to determine whether or not they should have continued to get to know that person. And so they started dating someone who they were not even a best fit to be dating. So truly consider that and what you're doing in this 90-day trial period. What are your intentions? Because I can share with you what dating is and the things that you should be looking for, but I can't do it for you. You get to determine what you do in your 90-day trial period with this guy. And when it comes to how it should feel, I want you to think about if you like being interviewed. When you've gone to interviews, did you go voluntarily or was it mandatory? You see, sometimes we don't think about it from that perspective because we just thinking about ourselves and what we want. But I can say for myself, I can't speak for you. I don't go on interviews just because. I go on interviews when they are mandatory, when they are needed for me to fill a role or a position. And I'm certain that most people do the same. So, I'm not saying that you should not ask this guy the questions that you need to know to determine if he's the best fit for you. That's really the best way to go about it. But what I am telling you is to consider whether or not you truly want him to feel like he's being interviewed. Because sometimes when you're interviewed, it can feel like an interrogation. And if you've ever been interrogated, if you've ever had that misfortune to be sitting face to face with an officer or somebody from law enforcement and they're firing off questions at you, you know how that feels. And it's not a good feeling. So, if I'm a man and I'm trying to get to know you, we're dating one another, And every time I'm in your presence, I just get this interrogation energy. How long do you think I'm going to date you? So I don't say that to hurt your feelings. I say that to make you aware that sometimes we can dismiss how we make people feel, and then we wonder why they walk away. So he could be a best fit for you, but I'm telling you that if he feels constantly interrogated, more likely than not, he's not going to stick around very long. So again, you get to decide on how you show up and how the dating process with you feels. I can't tell you that, but I can recommend to you that the energy that you bring as you're getting to know him is open and inviting. Now, I'm not saying sleep with the man. Y'all know I don't recommend that. But when I say open and inviting, I mean that he feels as though he can communicate and speak to you and talk to you and get to know you without being held hostage. That's what I'm saying. So, I want to leave you with this thought. Having a 90-day rule or trial period is fine. But having a 90-day rule or trial period means absolutely nothing if there's no intentionality in what you are looking for and gathering insights about. As always, I'm Coach Sam telling you that 24 hours doesn't seem long, but in 24 hours, you can change your life. So go ahead and do something life-changing now.